filming you like this. Max, am I filming like this? Okay.
So, okay, if you've ever driven in the rain, you know how troublesome the droplets of water can be on your car. Basically, when water makes contact with a physical surface, surface tension comes into play, and surface tension deals with the property of liquid that causes the molecules to resist external forces, which is cohesion. And cohesion is a property of similar molecules in liquid being mutually attracted to each other and having a tendency to stick together. Surfaces can be either hydrophobic or hydrophilic. Hydrophobic surfaces are when the surface repels the water molecules, while hydrophilic means that the surface tends to mix with the water molecules. Hydrophobic is the most ideal situation because when you're driving in the rain, the droplets can hinder your vision, and a hydrophobic coating would actually repel the water molecules and make it easy for you to drive without the need of windshield wipers. People have created hydrophobic coating, and it would be like a wax coating that you use in your car. However, this is only temporary, and I believe that hydrophobic coating can be used in other applications, not only when you're driving a car in the rain. And an implementation of a permanent hydrophobic coating would be useful in industry due to the many practices, including the prevention of ice buildup on transmission wires and biofouling and marine practices. A common natural disaster would be ice storms, and in ice storms, heavy rain occurs in extremely harsh, cold environments, and this heavy rain drenches homes, trees, and transmission wires. Now, transmission wires are those wooden structures that carry electrical currents through neighborhoods. And Antanas Kujis wrote in an article entitled Engineering Structures that approximately 70% of line failures are caused by overloading their structures during severe ice and windstorms. Permanent hydrophobic coating that would be used on these transmission wires would greatly reduce the costs and damages and possibly save lives due to these natural disasters that occur. Permanent hydrophobic coating would be used for marine practices for protection against biofouling. Biofouling is the gradual gathering of microorganisms or aquatic animals on weathered surfaces. Common marine practice is aquaculture, and aquaculture is basically aquatic farming, where organisms such as fish, like bass, salmon, or crustacean like crabs or lobster are farmed within a net in a body of water. Aquaculture farms are good because they protect against predators such as sharks or any other animals that want to eat the farm. And ownership of the aquaculture nets are really good because it can bring in a steady income, food, and money. Biofouling can actually poison the crop. As Alistair Lane and Peter Williamson stated in Fish Farming International, marine organisms within biofouling communities can produce antifoulants that act as a toxic chemical to marine organisms, so they can poison the crop and be devastating to your income. Biofouling can also increase the weight and drag of the aquaculture nets. As P.H. Milne wrote in Fish Farming, a guide to the design and construction of net enclosure, biofouling can increase the weight of netting by as much as 200-fold and the drag force by 5-fold. Now, this increase in weight and drag can consume a lot of fuel in the boats that are used to transport these nets, and they can actually lead to the collapse of aquaculture structures. Biofouling can also lead to parasites within the nets, as G.H. Shinjo wrote in International Journal of Molecular Sciences. Biofouling may act as a reservoir for parasites and disease in certain fouling species that are capable of inflicting harm through nematosis. Now, what nematosis is basically a bacteria that can harm your skin if you make contact with it. So imagine yourself as a fish farm and you make contact with a net. You can actually blemish your skin and may need medical treatment, all because of biofouling. Now, permanent hydrophobic coating will relieve you of all these stresses. If you're a transmission line worker and have to deal with the devastations of that, or a marine worker and you suffer casualties or loss of money and farm life due to all of this, and a permanent hydrophobic coating will greatly help you. Thank you.